Yes, good morning. Welcome today to Straight Up. Welcome today to Straight Up. Today is the last of October. 31st of October, the last of the week. And you can't deny that there's only 2 months left in the year. We broadcast here from the studios of New Stock. Even though Fresh Start was broadcasting from where we were in St. Anne in Brownstown, from the St. Hilda's High School. We are broadcasting from the studios here of New Stock 93 FM. There's a symposium to be held at the university, but I can't remember exactly which day. Is it today? Need to hear from Lloyd Aguilar. A symposium on the old Tivoli situation that took place mostly in 2010. And then the inquiry is supposed to start, the inquiry into the Tivoli event is supposed to start in December. But very few people seem to be willing to come forward to talk about what they knew and what they know and what they experienced in that time. But I don't know if it's going to build up, but they're supposed to have a symposium encouraging people to discuss and to come forward. Need to hear from Lloyd Aguilar. We have a very interesting guest today, and because of that, we're going to the telephone very early because we're going to need a good amount of time to get the information that guest is able to give us in that short period of time. It's Brother Dougie Mack, one of the early Rastafari leaders, who is in Jamaica, living in America, but he's now in Jamaica to attend the memorial for Brother Fillmore Alvarang, another one of the pioneers. One of the oldest ones, because even from that time, he passed away recently at 93 years old. 93 years old. And him being on this kind of work from him in youth, teenager and 20, born 1921, can you imagine? So, I think we're going to run the numbers, I think Brother Dougie Mack will come in about 10 o'clock. But we're going to run the numbers so we can have the first hour here fully Yes, I just get a communication here. Just get a communication here from the management and leadership group at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. Look more, I will read it for you. Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. GP, what I call GP. But let's go to a phone call. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Morning, Jerry.
Welcome.
What I want to talk to you about is the purchasing of the field Ultimately experienced by the National Housing Trust.
The purchase of the place named Ultimately, right?
Yes, same one.
A tourist attraction.
Yes. Jerry, there are so many Jamaicans who would like to have a piece of land or a house to call their own. Cannot get it because of various red tape and bureaucracies.
Yeah.
And the trust, what I understand about trust is that it is set up to protect a certain set of funds so people can access it for whatever that trust is set up for. So why is the NHD now and the government dabbling in setting up or purchasing these tourist attractions, so to speak, with money that is set up in a trust? I would like some answers. I would like somebody to explain it fully. I hear Eastern Douglas saying something about community development, but there are places and entities and departments up in Jamaica for community development already. Why is the NHD going to community development?
So buying Ultimately tourist attraction is community development?
That's what Eastern Douglas said on the news. I can quote him verbatim.
Yeah. Well, from what we know of these people, you see, them usually have their own plans. And that is what them is busiest about, their own plans. And it would be interesting to find out who them buying it from. What is the valuation for it?
It's $180 million I see on the TV last night, Jerry.
Yes, and what was the valuation for it? Are they buying it for more than the value? Because I wouldn't be surprised if them buying it for more than the value.
surprised either at all. There's so many of these atrocities happening.
This is how you get money. This is how you get money out of the government into the hands of private people by doing transactions that overvalued, you know.
I totally agree.
It coming like the driver them will make up the scheme for swipe off the what them call the system, the smarter card. So maybe it's a smarter card National Housing Trust a draw from it.
But people are not fools, Jerry. People understand what the trust is set up to do and what National Housing Trust is all about. People don't understand the name says it all.
Yeah.
So why are we doing these things? And then we take the Jamaican people for a fool. Successive governments, that's only the PNP alone.
Yeah.
But jail can people take people for fools.
Yeah.
Because them commit these atrocities all the while, and then in 2 days, 3 days, it go under the carpet.
When this government appoint Eastern Douglas to take over them affairs, you see? Him come on the TV and him start talk about, you know, him start to identify some hundreds of millions that him can put him hand on here, and some more that them can put them hand on over there. And him a rub him hand on gleeful, meanwhile him a talking. You understand? You understand what I say?
I remember a few years ago that I think the Prime Minister was to the funds from NHD to do something, and there was public outcry. So this is just another way of doing it without the public being aware.
But why them call him back, you know? He know all of the tricks in trade, you know. Why they call him back to head that? He knows all of the tricks in trade, even though him old.
So he was former government minister at one time, wasn't he, Jerry?
Yes, man. He was a town clerk one time, and town clerk and them with it.
Probably I'm too young to remember those days, but it really hurts me because I'm on the street every day and I see Jamaicans that just probably capture somewhere, and if they could formalize and regularize and get something, they would do it, Jerry, because Jamaican people have ambition, you know, Jerry.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to live somewhere, and most people don't want to go thief and capture no land. If they could get it regularized and get it to the farmer structure and pay it little, they will do it.
Yeah. So tell me something. You believe that the vast majority of people around the world don't own any land, don't own the place where them live on? You believe that can continue in the world forever and ever?
That can't continue forever and ever.
Oh.
Can't continue.
All right. Thank you very much for the concern, yeah?
All right, bless you.
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Go ahead, please. Welcome. Straight Up.
Morning, Jerry.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Do you know where there's any loose cash that we can lay our hands on?
Yes, I know where there's some loose cash we can lay our hands on, but you have to be very alert when you're going to it. When you're going to go lay your hand on it.
The bus scam, how it works, you see?
Yeah.
When you buy the smarter card, you get a discount.
Oh.
So the driver have film smarter card in his pocket.
Yeah.
So when you come on now and give him cash, him use film smarter card.
Yeah.
And put your cash in his pocket.
Yeah, him let you on the bus.
Yes.
Take your money in him pocket and let you go. And him don't have to give the bus company so much money. I'm not give them none at all. Him give them less.
Him not give them none. Him just keep the thing up. Alright. So you have to pay $120. When you buy the smarter card, you get it for about $90.
Yeah, so the money off of your smart card that you present to him, you see?
Yes.
How it transfer to him smarter card?
Well, I don't know that aspect there.
But some transfer is able to go on though.
Yeah.
You ever see some people in some job, all 20 year, 30 year, don't want a transfer,
No.
don't want a promotion? Eh?
No, sir, call them the right where the honey leak out, you know?
Yeah. Don't want a transfer, don't want a promotion.
By the way, let me ask you a question. You ever have anybody who are blind?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
My grandfather had blind in about in him 60s. And my old man blind after him about 83.
Oh, that's why you understand so much things. When you talk about the timetable there yesterday,
Yeah.
like you did there.
Yeah, man.
You know me have a girlfriend in Canada.
Yeah.
Where when Serena playing,
Yeah.
he called me and say, your girl there on TV. I say, who you talking? Don't be rude.
Yes.
And she would put all the phone and turn up the TV.
Yeah.
And me and them I watch all the tennis too.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, man, that's how it go, you know.
I want to show you that is on my old man side. Me tell you about my grandfather, my old man. But from my old lady side now, her mother was blind for about 5 years. And regained her eyesight. That's way back in the early 60s. You know. Regained her eyesight after at least 5 years blind. And then her son, her last son, my grandmother's last son, that's my old lady, youngest brother. Him is the first person that Manley West and those scientists with the cannabis and cannasol. Him is the first person who them treated it proper and make him regain his eyesight. So both him mother and him regain eyesight after years of being blind. And the last one was through ganja.
But your grandmother now,
Yeah.
how long she live after she get back her eyesight?
She live about 4 years, you know, or 4 or 5 years.
Could I tell you that?
Why?
See, when you get blind,
Yeah, she was in her 80s though.
yeah. But you see, when you get blind,
Yeah.
the brain start to rewire, you know.
Oh,
The brain start to rewire from eye to ears and nose.
okay.
Then if you go get back your eyesight now, if it go start to rewire again, that not so work out, you know.
Oh, yeah?
It's difficult.
Yeah. Yes, boy, I can imagine.
Yes. Why the human being is a wonderful made.
Yeah, man, life is wonderfully made, and as a result, human being wonderfully made. That's true. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Man, give thanks.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up Hello. Morning. Welcome, Straight Up Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir, welcome.
Yeah, me?
Yes, sir, your time.
Okay, no, to me, you're going to tell you about the smart card.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you don't know. When you buy a smart card for $5,000 or more,
Yeah.
you get double.
You pay 5,000. You pay 5,000.
5,000, but you get 10,000.
So you get 10,000 right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, you get $10,000 cash from the card.
Yeah.
Right? So what the driver them do now? Them buy the card. $5,000, them get $10,000, right?
Yeah.
So when you come on JUTC, give them a card for use.
Yeah.
But them have freedom card.
Yeah.
So when them use freedom card now, them get that. They make 5,000 from them 5,000.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's how it works.
But them thing them derricks they set up long time, you know.
No, but you know, say, I thought it was a one-time thing because one time them come and them say, they put $20 more per car, them double it.
Yeah.
And then the next week now, them say, this is for them know to say, a lot of people top up with $1,000 or more.
Yes.
So them say, they put 5,000, they get 10,000.
Yeah.
And if you put 10,000, you get 15,000.
Yeah.
I mean, so you end up with 25,000. You understand?
Yeah.
So when them say now, these drivers have them family,
Yeah.
get the card and put the, because you have to put money on it.
But it's an organization, you know.
Right?
You know, say it's an organization though. The clique of them. The clique of them.
Within the system.
Yeah, the clique of them is an organization.
Yeah.
But
And all of them thief, you know.
Louis, no, it's not all of them thief. But the thieving one them organize better. Most time, you know.
Yeah.
Thieving people organize better than honest people, you know. Cause honest people usually fail to organize, you know. Them
I only want to say, yesterday, is Mr. Louis there now. And when him go there now, he'll be finding driver.
Yeah.
And we know that is other filtering going on in the company.
Yes.
Right? So, now listen to you when him come out around them big boys.
Yes.
You know, need to come out with two of them big boys.
Yeah, I don't think some of them comfortable with him being around here.
No, but maybe him in them pocket where him go come for pressure the driver them.
No, I wouldn't say him in them pocket, but maybe them want. Well, I know. I wouldn't say him in. I wouldn't say him in them pocket.
Yeah.
But maybe them want buy him a drink.
Well, we have both have some expensive drink come about him.
Yeah.
You know, in the season where at day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Jerry.
Yeah.
What do you mean when you talk about a man? You know a man named Larry Sparks?
Larry Sparks.
Yeah.
The name that sound familiar. When me dress?
The same man them called Jesse Hag.
Oh, Jesse Hag, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that's one more idea left, you know, Larry Sparks.
Yeah, all time done them there.
You know some was a magic man.
Him dealing a magic?
No, not that. It wasn't a magic.
Wow.
Straight up on, you know, the magic man pull rabbit out of hat and them thing there.
Oh, up on stage.
Because let me tell you, when you smart, you see,
Yeah.
we grew up like Jamestown. And they used to come down there in the days, right?
Yeah.
And me and him used to spy, you know, he used to send me to a shop.
Yeah.
Right? Him tear a piece of paper. I'm putting them in and I say, shut your hand, right?
Yeah.
I said, go in there, so go buy a beer for me. Then the red stripe was about, I think, £6.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And when you go in the shop and they say, put and give the people the piece of paper, it's a pound note that.
Eh? When
Yeah.
it changed in your hand.
Yeah.
After him give.
I'm buying the beer.
Hold on there, hold on.
And him give me something out of the pound.
Hold on. After him give you the piece of paper, it changed.
Yeah.
It changed in your hand into a
Me not
pound.
look on it. Me not look on it. He said, me must look on it. Me must have stand it. Me must have walk me hand to
No,
me.
hold on. So when you
Yeah.
find out say £10,
When me hand it to the shopkeeper.
you hand it to the shopkeeper and you see that pound.
Yeah. And then get the change. Then take the 5 shilling and give me the silver.
Yeah. Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
I will go and the shop and do the same thing.
Oh. All right. Don't. Yeah. Don't let out the whole head. Call me back soon.
All right. And yes, sir.
Yeah. Cause food can't eat.
Take care of it. But me, you will teach me it.
Oh.
You will teach me the trick, you know.
All right. Don't let out no more.
All right.
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Customer, good morning.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, ma'am?
How you doing? You good?
Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
Customer, if I can clear, remember, you know, I said something to you just when the whole JUTC saga started, where they were coming up with these smart card and everything.
Yeah.
And didn't I tell you that people still going to find ways to beat the system, sir?
Yeah, man.
Because these things will happen, I don't know it happened a long time, people are doing themselves, Mr. Smart.
Yeah.
You understand me? I say a long time people are doing it now, but always I say, Mr. Smart, some internal link is there too.
Yeah.
Because if you dead, and let's say you there on the outside and you want to sign up a smart card for you, don't
Yeah.
you have to write a piece of paper and say, well, I am unable to come, but I'm asking this person, and you sign a signature.
Yeah.
You send along your TRN or some kind of identification. Now, your signature that's signed on that letter, supposed to match the signature and your ID.
Yeah.
So because some of the people them apply for it in a dead people name and all of these things, you know, Mr. Suman.
Yeah.
So they never check the signature them.
Yeah.
You understand?
So some office people, you think some office people assist?
Of course, man.
Assisting.
Come on, man. Yeah, read between the line, man. You understand me? I tell them Mr. Small, you don't care what them do. JUTC, I go always be failure. You hear me tell you that?
Yeah.
And the people...
And the government.
10 step, I call in and Garnet. When I Garnet rope away my name or whoever, the ministers...
Garnet.
Omar and the whole of them.
Yeah.
The man, they will drive about the 10 step of them. Because them should have...
10 step ahead of them?
Long time.
10 step ahead of them?
Yes.
No, man. I'm on like Colin Camp, you can't do 10 step ahead of him. What name, Roper. You can't do 10 step ahead
No,
of him.
the reason why Mr. Look on it that way, Mr. Sumar. If you, I got say, boy, if me put on $5,000 per my card, me will get 10. Me will get 5, right? Them never know so the people them who have a company bus and have no card, the JUTC driver them will swipe the card, take off the money off of their card and give a ticket to them and the money going off of them pocket. Then you go tell me so them no send step ahead of them?
No, man. I don't believe so. I believe say all of them are stepping in the same direction. But well, maybe some that few stepping.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, yeah?
That's a person.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Morning, welcome. Straight Up, hello. Next one. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Yeah, we lose 2 a while ago, but here is one. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Good morning, Mr. Smart. Mr. Smart.
Yes, ma'am, how you doing?
Me and my depend the same string, you know, but mine explain it to you properly.
That was not Moy a while ago, you know.
Who?
That is our next lady. I think she named Keisha.
Okay. My PC night now, you see, Mr. Smart?
Yeah.
Those people is working with somebody.
Yeah.
But it look like they need to take away some of my money or the money never share properly.
Yeah.
So somebody burst on somebody.
Somebody
so
bust.
Everything explode out because the in the cookie jar, but
Yeah.
only some people to take out. You only to pass the cookie jar to somebody else. You're not supposed to go in it.
Yeah.
And I tell you from that there's enough more trick left, you know.
Yeah,
a
plenty.
lot more trick left.
Plenty more.
Michael Manley are turning and grave all that he create for the people, them, the poorer class of people to get help. It is taken away from them and put to the rich.
But him didn't know a few tricks, you know.
Exactly.
All right, well, let's go for a break, please.
Of the language. Well, you can say you know enough about the Jamaican language now. You know where it name and where it come from. So now we're gonna learn a little more. Jamaican have 12 vowel, 5 short one, 3 long one, and 4 double one. The short vowel them are A, E, O, U. Make we see how much we can find in a this year Anansi story. Listen here. Once upon a time, Anansi start to walk along at the roadside. After him clear up the field, him dig 9 yam hill. Nobody not supposed to count up to 9, because if them count to 9, them would drop dead. So Anansi said to himself, say, him often yam something out of this. So him sit down and start for ball. Agbena passed by and said to him, "Bro Nancy, what wrong with you?" And Nancy say, "Me dear brother Ag, from morning me dig them yamilia, and I try count them but me can't count." Ag say,
"Sure, you too worthless. You mean say you can't say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
And the minute Ag say 9, him drop dead. And Nancy take him up and put him in a bag and carry him home go name him. How much short vowel you hear? Me hear the 5 of them. A, like a inna the word once, when me say once upon a time. A, like a inna the word dead, when me say Ag drop dead. E, like a inna ill, when Nancy say him dig 9 yam hill. O, like a inna the word up, and Nancy take up Ag. U, like a inna the word you, when Ag tell Nancy say you too worthless. When the vowel O go before the letter R, it make one different sound like brr, when Ag say brr Nancy. Listen some more to hear what happened to a Nancy. Since we have already discussed the name of our language and where it comes from, now we will focus on the structure of the language. The first thing to discuss is the sound of vowels. In Jamaican, there are 12 vowels, 5 short vowels, 3 long vowels, and 4 double vowels. The short vowels are A, E, O, U. A as in the word one. A as in the word dead. E as in the word ill. O as in the word up. And U as in the word you. When the vowel O appears before an R, it has a slightly different pronunciation, as in the words twirl and jerk or brr. You know that word here? Pinda. This means peanut and come from the word empinda, which mean peanut in a Kikongo, one language where them talk in Angola and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. You know, some people, a lot of people going to prefer to learn Chinese more than even listen to them little lesson there about the way how Jamaicans talk. Because learning Chinese, some people believe that will help them more. Because Chinese are prosperous, and if you associate with them, it will help you more. So, you know, life is. But also, a lot of the superstition and foolishness that is common thought and common belief amongst people. I don't really believe we should push it and carry it further. Superstition and foolish thought. But it's great. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning, sir.
Welcome. How are you doing?
And it's them culture, Jerry.
Who?
The culture for the people, them superstition.
Like what? Like what superstition is culture?
Like some people, when people dead and you have children, you have to pass children over them cotton and all them things there.
Yeah.
Tie a red cloth on baby neck, and with just like how you tie cloth on puppy neck with cashew.
Yeah.
You know, my moms and all them things there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And you know, so all past of in they take some of them things they are whole portion.
Well, I mean, I go on the political avenue.
No, I'm not political. A generalship.
I go on the legal avenue now. I want you to tell me something about the obeying the Constitution and obeying and the law, because the Constitution is also a law. Now, this row between the Director of Public Prosecution and the Commissioner at Indicom,
Yeah.
that is getting out of hand now. The Governor General is supposed to call both officers, because I think they were all sworn in at King's House.
Yeah.
Governor General is supposed to have supreme directive over them. The Director of Public Prosecution is a constitutional entity or organization, while the Indicom is act of Parliament.
A creature, yeah.
Or a creature of Parliament. No, you've been listening to this ha-ha between the both of them over the last 2 days, Jerry? With the trial, with this guy Robert Hill killing.
Yes.
Jerry, in a sound obnoxious.
A whole lot of ego.
Yes.
And ranking and them different things come into play, but you don't really get the impression that all of them is working for the benefit of the Jamaican people.
No. If in the man, but if there is a difference of opinion, the both of them could sit down and argue, have a talk, have a meeting, get the Minister of Justice and perhaps the Attorney General, and have a meeting with both of them and explain, which I know they know, their function. The Commissioner in the is to investigate.
And you believe that going to stop the ego contest that going on? You believe that?
Well, if you have it within you, you know, and you know, play out, not around
you don't answer me what I ask.
Yes, ego play out.
I say if you believe that will bring the ego playing out to end. You believe so?
Jerry, I don't know how to put it now. Because ego is ego, you know. I don't know how you can play down ego. I don't know how you're going to play down ego. Yeah. But there must the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General should call both officers together and put an end to this. If whatever they want gather in them see, in them heart, in them mind, in them thinking, so be but pan play it out in the public.
Yes, no man, can play it in the public, man. I don't mind at all.
You know, man?
No. It's not them private business.
Government officers must live good with one another, you know, Jerry.
No, but some of them is there mostly to protect anybody who work for government, police and anybody who work for government.
Good God in heaven, man.
No, man, no worry yourself too much, man.
Give the lady Karen must give the lady a chance, man. You know what I'm saying?
Give her a chance?
In fact, he's come off our back then.
Come off our back.
Back.
This is not personal business about come off our back and get a chance. A public business is?
Yeah, but you know.
What is about him father?
His father was a nice gentleman, you know.
So what? What that come in?
You know, I hear the saying, like father, like son.
Now how that come in here? How that come in at this reason?
No, me, to me know the father good.
No, but because you know him good, how that come in at this reason?
No, when myself, his father wouldn't behave like that. You know, in his days on earth, he never behave.
Father don't have nothing to do with it.
Alright, alright, we now go down the road.
Father don't have nothing to do with that.
Alright.
But thank you very much for the discussion, yeah?
You know both of them, so you can call him and say him now. We tell you right out here now.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you very much, yes, sir. Good morning, welcome. Straight up, hello?
Jerry,
Yes, welcome.
when you're waiting on the phone, the volume is very low.
The volume, you're not hearing the
Not
conversation.
hearing properly. It's turned down too low, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to the news this morning. Where said the lady where the police catch with knife cutting the attic to open it.
Yeah.
She have got bail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. And Manchester, the lady left from and go down at St. James, you know.
That's what I was telling her. She come from Evergreen.
Yeah. That wicked woman, man.
Because she come from Manchester and go down, eh?
Not because she come from Manchester. Maybe she know that people in the community of Manchester know that she do that all the while.
Yeah.
So that's why she leave and go so far.
Yeah.
I name Powell. What a wicked woman, man.
Powell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if my guy know her.
Who is your guy?
It's a Tiago grandson.
Is your guy that?
Sheppy.
Is your guy?
Another thing, Jerry.
Yeah.
You remember this incident, this lady over the police training school?
Which one is lady?
She was training as a police and then find out that she's pregnant and then fire her.
Yeah.
And they take the case to court and the girl win it, you know.
Yeah.
And the former commissioner fire her, you know.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm glad that she get back her work, man, and she's supposed to have a whole lot of money in the back pay there.
Yeah, she get back the job. Had she finished the training for the police force?
I think she was finished the training for the police force, and at the end, when she graduate,
Yeah.
she was pregnant, they refused to give her the job.
All right.
Look more.
All right, thank you very much. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man, cool.
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello? Good morning and
Yes,
welcome.
Jerry.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask a question.
Yeah.
Are we really descendants of Africa?
We, not all of us.
Not all of us.
No.
And I ask this question because when I look and see what is happening in Burkina Faso,
Yeah.
and these people are standing up against a tyranny government
Yeah.
and a dictator who nobody did vote for.
Yeah.
He overthrew the government and get into power 27 years. He wants to change the constitution now so he can run for the next 5 years. The people said, no, we'll have none of that, and then burn down the parliament. I believe you might have heard of this.
Yeah.
Right? And other government agencies. And that is why I ask, are we really African descendants?
You mean otherwise we would have behaved like what and behave and don't put up with certain things?
Of course. Because when we put up, we put up with all things that these people have done to us. They use us our money as they like. They kill us for tax, right? And if you don't pay it, them lock you up. And they use it how they want it, right? Look at this man, I hear him justifying the 1 million hat that he used for phone card.
Yes, hold on. Let's go for a break and come back. Yes, welcome back. Mr. Fox.
Yes, Jerry.
What him say to justify the phone bill run up?
He insists on the roaming that he has to roam. I don't hear most of the statement when he say, but I know he speak about roaming. You know?
Yeah, but you know, you make a statement saying justify and you can't tell me.
Yes. You don't hear it, Jerry?
No.
Okay.
But you don't hear it good night.
All right. Well, I don't want to be like Wilson, so I bypass that one then.
I wouldn't be surprised if him justified no, because I heard some hints that him was going to respond when him come back to Jamaica and so on. But you know, them learn. They learn these things from bigger boys and older boys and girls, you know.
That's why when you look and see where you see what is happening within JOTC, it's not surprising.
No, not
because all of this is coming from the top.
Yeah.
So if the driver eat a food now, you know, say I prefer support the drivers them.
Support
because
them.
They're thieving millions. The drivers are thieving might be thousands. Right?
Teaching them.
Smaller than that.
Teaching them to do it.
No, I said the driver.
Yeah.
They coming from the top.
Or are stealing, huh?
Thief millions of dollars from the JOTC.
No, but Louis say that the driver system that them using a smart car to thief.
Mm-hmm.
Him says between $3 and $4 million a day.
Yeah.
Them a thief, what you talk about?
Louis just a show off himself, man.
No, man, no.
Nothing will sound good.
No, you'll have to change up things because you don't like the person, man. Me say, him say that it's million, 3 to 4 million a day. Mm-hmm. And you are trying to say that the driver them thief small amount and they're a big guy, them thief big amount.
Yeah, because I don't believe what Louis said.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't.
It's not good for us to travel off of feelings and likes and dislikes. Not good at all. Not going to good. But thank you.
One more show.
No, I forgot to our next call.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Morning. Welcome. Yes. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
About this DPP and the commissioner.
Talk up, Lord.
The DPP.
Yeah.
And the commissioner for income.
Yeah.
How can a DPP put a case before the court and then say, I am offering no evidence?
Yeah.
When in fact she really never have none.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Maybe them going through the motions that will eventually lead to the freedom of those members of the police force.
But that is exactly what happened. Because what Mr. Williams is saying is that normally the prosecution don't have no evidence. You enter a null press.
Yeah.
That can be subject to judicial review. When you put the case before the court and then say you are offering no evidence, therefore the jury have to acquit, case closed.
Yeah.
We need to understand these things and stop talking about who know father from father from son and who the pan who
what I would like you to do.
Eh?
What I would like you to do is anytime you book up the DPP or you book up Commissioner Williams, you ask them to give an evaluation of Paul Bogle.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would really like to hear what both of them say about Paul Bogle. Yeah, evaluation of Paul Bogle. Thank you very much, yes, sir?
Yeah.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Mr. Small, morning.
Welcome.
I want to highlight something. I hear there's a new trust in hiring public servants.
There's a new what?
There's a new trust. There's a new push.
Yes.
To hire public servants and to screen them before you hire them because the number one problem in the country is corruption, number two is crime, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But what is happening at the motor vehicle depot?
Yeah.
It's been happening for years and everybody knows what's happening at these depots and there's nobody that's taking it up in hand yet.
What is happening there?
The passing of motor vehicles, the giving of money to pass motor vehicles that are on the road.
Yeah.
And these people at the motor vehicle depot earn a lot of money by just giving the fitness to these vehicles that are not roadworthy and it causes a lot of accidents and deaths and how much recorded every year.
Yes.
So these are some of the things that are existing. So why they can't clean up some of the existing corruption before they start to look at cleaning up future corruption?
The new commissioner. What you think? You think him know anything about this motor vehicle examination business?
Everybody knows.
No, me I talk about the new commissioner. You think him know about it?
He must know. Must.
Yeah, as an experienced man and as an expert in certain field. You believe that that is one of the things, right? You believe that's one of the things that him determined to clear up?
Well, I don't see anybody wants to clear it up or make any sense there.
There's another thing.
I've been trying it for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And most of the time I go there, some long line and if you can't have the money to pay.
Exactly. Listen, that's what I want to come to. When you go there and there's a long line, you see, it's very difficult for you to get through.
And a man just come and pass.
Hold on, man. It's very difficult to get through. Then when you fix up your car properly, tip-top shape, you see, and you go for the test, it's still difficult for you to get through.
Yes, it is.
If it is too easy for your motor vehicle to be passed when it is in tip-top shape, what will happen?
Why? That's a rough one.
If it's too easy for you to get a driver's license, suppose you can drive good, and suppose a whole generation of young people can drive good, and when them go to the depot for months, almost every new driver just pass them tests and get them license. Easy. What will happen?
Certain people will start getting money in their pocket.
So there has to be a difficulty created.
Yes, because I know people that can drive, that have win their permits, that are not going to take their license and steal them till they get fed up after just pay them and done.
Yeah. Well, yes, okay. But little by little, the people of Jamaica, a lot of them, maybe will get serious in a certain way in some numbers that some serious change take place in Jamaica. Little did we know that 53 years after 1961, the place would be in a worse condition than when we were in 1961. But thank you very much, yeah?
All right.
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello? Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Small. Will you allow me to say two things?
Yes, ma'am.
One is Mrs. Llewellyn and the present controversy going on. She's getting, I'm saying this, my opinion is, she's getting a hard time from everybody because she's female.
She's female.
Yes,
Yeah.
The former public prosecutor. Nobody, he did all sorts of things, and nobody ever challenged him.
Nobody ever challenged him. What's his name?
I forget his name. The one whom she succeeded.
What's his name? Pantry?
I think so. Afterwards, he was head of the law school. He left there, went to the university law school.
Yeah.
He was head of that.
So she get in a fight because she is female.
Oh yes, because when I see how everybody seems to have something to say, this has been going on for quite some while, and I am concluding that they give her a hard time because she's female.
I don't think and focus on the individuals, you know. But what it's
But that's what they're doing. The people who are challenging her, mainly because she's a female. Even I think it was a minister of security who wanted her to report to them all her activities, which under the law that she is governed, she's not obliged to do that, and they didn't ask her predecessor to do anything like that, but now they want her to be subservient. They must answer to Parliament. No, the law says she shouldn't. She's not answerable to Parliament.
Well, she did make a statement. She did make a statement like what you are saying here now, that she suffer from.
That was the whole point.
But I want to say something.
The whole point to remove her from politics and from politicians. The other thing I'd like to mention, we need to pay homage to those policemen who discovered this woman with the immature accused to put people's lives in danger.
Yeah.
You know, we say bad things about the police, but man, this was a marvelous thing for them to have discovered.
Yeah. So you believe?
Might have been saved.
So you believe that all the police stay the same way?
Beg your pardon?
You believe that all the police stay the same way?
Of course not. We are human beings. You have good and bad in everything.
And you believe that the people who talk out against some bad police behavior, you believe that they're trying to talk out against all police?
Certainly not. Anybody with common sense, because you can't have everything bad and you can't have everything with this planet Earth. You have a mixture of everything, good and bad and indifferent, as we say.
Yeah.
It's how we manage what we have that makes a difference.
What impression you have of the new commissioner?
Well, I don't know yet. He's a qualified man. I would like to be in his shoes. I don't think that anything has changed.
Okay.
You don't move into an old house, an old rotten house, and put in new furniture and think that anything is going to change.
All right. Thank you very much.
The rotten.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
But it's only because we have 2 more people and 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes to the news. But thank you very much, yeah, ma'am. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what I say, you are going to Burkina Faso. You see that?
What them say?
Them burn down all the parliament house and the president have to run.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, people them mash down everything, man. And say, at 27 years in, I want to go back in the power, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man, and them deal with the case. Because you know, the American, France and them country, they always have big up the man, you know. You know, see, but the people them are suffering in our country.
So when the people took that action, what the army and the police do?
Well, the army say, well, boy, the people them are seeing me, you know, because the people them say they want to take back them power, you know, in their hand. And the army said to them, say, boy, right now, I've seen people them on one side.
Oh.
So, I wonder if them people are watch the move, you know?
Yes, yes. All right, thank you very much, here.
Yeah, man, easy.
Yes, sir. Next call. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Are you there? Not there. Anyway, we get a letter. I don't think I'm going to really read it out here now, because it take a lot to read, but it's from coming from inside a GP. Some people, some inmates in GP have some ideas. Some ideas how to solve some of our pressing in issues and problems that are facing Jamaica. Well, next time we'll see if we are maybe I don't know if we are allowed to talk to any of those people inside GP, but maybe next time. Yes, so anyway, we're going to go to the 10 a.m. headline news. Straight up.
Good morning with the latest headlines. I'm Kayla Wright. The Office of the Children's Advocate is urging legislators to give support to a proposal for murderers of pregnant women to be prosecuted also for the death of the unborn child. Children's Advocate Dan Gordon Harrison says the country has had some very painful incidents in the recent past where pregnant women have been murdered. At present, the Offences Against the Persons Act does not include a provision for holding persons culpable for the death of the fetus as a result of killing the mother. According to Gordon Harrison, the law must be updated to respond to such heinous acts. The police have ramped up their monitoring of human trafficking by targeting several massage parlors which moonlight as sex shops across the island. Head of the Organized Crime Investigation Division, Senior Superintendent of Police Clifford Chambers, says covert operations are being carried out across the island. The efforts come on the heels of a matter before the Corporate Area RM Court in which a man was charged for living off the earnings of prostitution and misleading and disorderly conduct. In that matter, it is alleged the man would profit from girls in his establishment by forcing them to perform sexual acts on customers. The girls who refused to comply were reportedly fined by him. The matter is scheduled to be mentioned on Wednesday. UN Chief Ban Ki-moon has said discrimination against aid workers who return home from the Ebola crisis in West Africa is unacceptable. Speaking in Nairobi, he said strict quarantine rules are hampering aid efforts when more health workers are needed in order to deal with the crisis. And those are the stories making the latest headlines. News next at 11 o'clock. Stay tuned. Straight Up with Jerry Small continues. I'm Kayla Wright.
Yeah, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. We're into the second hour of our program, so we'll start talk with our guest, Mr. Brother Dougie Mack. By the way, I call write down some Bible passage that they want me to read and to comment on. But I can't promise that I'm going to read and comment on them today. But it would be good if you call in and read out the Bible passage, and then now we can comment on it. Why not? Why don't give me that extra work for go find them now and read them and then comment on it. You call in and read them, please. What is it? 1 John 5:19 and 2 Corinthians 4:4 and Matthew 7:21. This coming from a man who does healing in Manchester. Him do healing in Manchester. Yeah, man, you call in and raise up these things and we're going to talk about it. So we're going to go back to the phone. Good morning and welcome to the street. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Jerry, I'm calling you this morning just to big up some people. I want to big you up first of all.
Yeah.
For the good job that you're doing, calling out for justice for the people. And all the other talk show hosts who are doing that, I want to big them up. And I want to big up 2 callers, Mr. Cool and Keisha.
Yeah. Which one name Mr. Cool again?
Terry, I can't describe. I don't know. I hear.
Oh, I think I know who you talk. I think I say one name called Willie. I think so.
No, Mr.
No.
Will?
Willie.
I don't think so.
Mr. Cool. Where him come from?
I don't know, Jerry.
All right, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I just want to big them up for their comment that they made on another talk show this morning.
Yeah, what it was about?
It was about the DPP and the Indicom commissioner. Yeah. What they said, I think that they accurately describe how a lot of us feel that we need justice in our country and that we don't feel that we're getting it right now. But I just want you guys, the talk show hosts who call out for justice every day, even though it seems as if it's never ever going to come in, I just want you guys to keep up the good work on behalf of the people, and then hopefully one day the people will recognize their power and do something about it and demand change and justice.
You ever study any people or any country that secure justice in them country and change up them country? You ever study and read of any such country or any such
I've
people?
never really studied a country like that, no, but I've heard of people doing things.
Yeah, but if you want to get a good idea about how people are successful out that, you have to probe it and study it and find how them do it and the result, you know.
I just know that in Jamaica, the good people are not talking up enough. We're keeping quiet. Most of the good people are keeping quiet, and by keeping quiet, then evil is prevailing or injustice is prevailing.
Yes, what age group are you in?
I am in the 40s.
Yeah, someone younger than that still. But that's great anyway. Well, thank you very much for all them encouragement, yeah?
All right, very good. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Jerry?
Yes, sir. Welcome.
The guy that when I big up, name Mr. Cool. I think him now he's a teacher, you know?
Yeah.
But I think him working now at the Supreme Court at King Street.
Oh, yeah?
Mr. Cool. He's a regular call and call we all the while, man.
Yeah.
He call nationwide this morning.
Yeah.
But I hear facts that I know say him support the driver, then we are steal the government money.
So I'm saying?
You never hear facts that say him support the driver.
I'm prefer them get something. I think so. I think so.
Then why facts that support the man if he thief the government money?
I don't know him.
Yeah?
I don't know. I don't understand him yet.
God have mercy.
But what happened? I think what influenced him. What influenced him is that him not so fond of Superintendent Lewis. Not true?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what influenced him. But that's why you have to be careful about disliking people now, okay? To make your brain now work properly.
I want to know if Fox was running a business and he have a worker work with him. If he agree for the worker, steal him. Fox man used to know for company here and say those things, man.
Yeah.
You should have known better than that. Hey, look more.
Yes, thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello? Welcome, Straight Up, hello? Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yes, a fox, man. Fox. It's a fox for real. Because that's madness what he's talking about. What do we really expect? I mean, them to burn on the parliament here too? I mean, that can't be right. And the point about it, any country you go, you have problems. But people have to find a way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
Demonstration is one. Mass demonstration is one of them.
Yeah.
Right? But it can't go burn on the parliament. The country losing there, so no.
And Paul Bogle was a church man.
Huh?
Paul Bogle was a church man.
I think so.
How him do?
Huh?
What did he do?
What he did?
Yeah.
He had a demonstration.
Yeah.
That's what he did, don't it?
And then after that, what?
Give me the rest of it. I don't know all of it.
You don't know anything else about Paul Bogle?
I tell you what I know.
That's all that you know about Paul Bogle?
I don't remember the rest of it.
And him is a Christian and you don't know nothing more about him.
But I don't have to know everything.
Don't Christians supposed to talk the truth?
But Christians don't know everything.
Yes, but don't Christians supposed to talk the truth?
Yes, and I'm telling you what I know. So you can't tell me that I'm not speaking the truth.
Alright, tell me everything that you know about Paul Boga.
I just tell you what I know. I don't know everything. I don't remember everything right now.
Alright, just since it's short, we can listen to you. Just tell me what you know about him.
That he carry people and demonstrate against the authority.
Yeah. Where?
Right?
Where him do it? Where him do it?
In Moran Bay.
Demonstrate in Moran Bay?
Yeah, don't it? No, well, don't try to mix me up. Because if I don't know the details, I don't remember the details right now. I can't tell you. I just can't tell you. Right?
Yeah.
Don't try to let me look small. Don't do that.
No, so I'm not trying to make it look
All
small.
right. Yeah, so I'm saying now, the other question is, which country are the people who own land? You tell me now. This is me and you now.
Which country
are people who can own land?
Which country in the world everybody own land?
Yes, and where that ever happened through the world in history.
Yes, it used to be so, but it's used to be so, but you can hardly find that now. It used to be so.
No, where that has ever happened.
What?
I don't know anywhere that has ever happened.
So in the days of the Garden of Eden, everybody never owned land.
Oh, people never. The place wasn't populated yet.
I never answered that. I said everybody.
No, but the place wasn't populated yet. I'm giving you logic.
And the reason why everybody don't own land is because the population too big.
According to this whole system of things from way back when, everybody never owned land, Jerry.
I am asking you.
When places become populated, everybody never owned land. So this, what you're saying is mad. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
You have a good, you have a good idea, but it's not going to happen. It's illogical.
Yes. So the reason why everybody don't own land is because the place gets overpopulated.
People
why don't land. No, answer one question.
One land, that's the whole point.
No, you're dodgy. You're dodgy. You're
no, I'm telling you that everybody not going to own land.
You're very dodgy. Dodgy.
And the DPP is always doing a good job. Right? The DP, not because she's a woman, she's really a woman with purpose, a woman with art. So don't talk about foolishness because the woman is a woman why people disrespect her. There's nobody disrespect her. The woman is a great woman. And she's doing her job.
Anyway, you're dodgy from the Christian principle where we are discussing.
No, Jerry, I'm just telling you what I remember about Paul Boga. I don't remember everything. Tell you the truth.
And you are saying that the reason why most people in the world don't own the land is because the place gets overpopulated.
That's exactly that, but it never happened. Apart from the Garden of Eden, as you refer to, and in the early days when the place wasn't that populated.
So what changed it up?
Huh?
So what changed it up?
Well, laws and rules and those who happen to own government and all, but it's not going to happen now.
Hey, you see most of the religion poison the people's mind and turn them in a puppet and an idiot. Israel has started the state of affairs.
But this is foolishness you're talking about.
Yes,
everybody not going to one land.
I know, but most of the religion turn people in idiot and poison people mind and turn.
Just face this reality, Jerry. This is talking about.
All right, okay, thank you very much. We have to leave. No, we can't make people foolishness dominate the program. We can't do that. Can't do that at all. We're going to call our guest here now, but we have a couple more phone calls. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Morning, Mr. Small.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Small, two things that annoy me in this city.
Yeah.
Kingston 11, Kingston 12, 13, and 14 has been governed by some of the brightest and the most high-ranking people in government.
Oh, yeah.
Ministers of Finance, Prime Ministers, Minister of Housing. And it is alarming to see how these communities are deteriorating, Mr. Smart.
So you was expecting better from them?
Yeah, I must confess that I have been tricked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you, there's an urgent need for a time tax to be implemented by the government, a time tax. And I just tell you briefly how it can work.
No, before you tell me how it can work, tell me how you going to get them to implement it.
Well, I just put the suggestion out there because
hear me now.
Solutions to grow the economy.
Hear me now. I hate to waste time and energy, see, making suggestions where I know say Babylon not in the least concerned with what suggestion you're making. But if you're making some suggestion about what we can do, but I don't like I don't like discuss suggestion what Babylon can do and how things could be better if Babylon do this and that. We waste a lot of emotion that way.
Yeah, because what happens is that a lot of old people, pensioners on the ground bleeding and they can't pay the property tax. And a lot of them are strong people. They could give them some time to clean up the communities and credit their account with that and help it pay down on the property tax.
You still making suggestion what Babylon could do and what Babylon could do.
That's why I tell you, it's a serious state of affairs in our economy. But we need to get together and help each other more fundamentally, Mr. Smart.
Yeah.
And stop relying so much on money. Too much talk about money. Because there's the amount of work that is to be done. There's not amount of money around. There's more work than money in Jamaica.
Yes, I don't have any energy to sit down and formulate no suggestion about what Babylon could do and how Babylon could run the place better. But thank you very much. Yes, sir?
Yeah, respect, Mr. Smart.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Yes, we have our guest here, Mr. Dougie Mac. How are you doing, Dougie? Mike.
I'm feeling all right.
Yeah, bring the mic closer to you, please.
I'm feeling all right, but I kind of have a little scare about them. I tell me about what? Chicken gungi or something like that.
Yeah.
You must forget on top of them things they quick, before them start destroy people. The medical people must get going. Them says the mosquito business. Try get rid of the mosquito, dead them.
Anyway, 53 years ago, or even before, 1960, 54 years ago, when a situation started crop up in Jamaica where some individuals infiltrate the Rastafari movement and then start to carry out some different plan, even some armed struggle plan under the cover of the Rastafari movement. Did you believe that 53 years later and 54 years later, the place here would be in this condition? You think so we would have still done here attack like how we attack?
No. You know what? That infiltration come through the churches because Reverend Henry came down to Jamaica and bring him son Ronald Henry and him gunman friend them with him. And them come mix up with some Rastafarians around and eventually turn into a civil war.
So what him used to mix up those Rastafari? He must have some attraction. What was the attraction?
I kept away from him, so I don't really know the intricacies of what him they deal with. But what I know, I told my brethren to keep far from that and keep to our philosophy that we know about, that we have been here before him. And the brothers that was here before even Henry was probably born, for Marcus Garvey was here, and Marcus Garvey brethren, all the brethren them were helped to start and push the Rastafarian movement when Emperor Haile Selassie was crowned 1930.
Well, talk about Marcus Garvey. You are really here to help celebrate the life of Brother Fillmore Alvarenga, passed away recently, 93 years old.
Yes.
So from you, how old you was when you get to know Brother Phil?
Oh man, I know Brother Phil from I was a baby. Maybe I saw him because he used to really come down my home.
Yeah.
The back of my yard at the patch where my family was making clay.
A pottery. Yeah, used to make pots. I know making
bricks, tiles, everything out of clay.
Yeah, down at East Kingston.
Yeah, so it was Sheffield Road it started.
Yeah.
And Brother Phil would come and help. He used to have a donkey cart one time and supply clay.
Oh yeah.
And wood.
Yeah.
For
For the furnace.
Yeah, so I saw him, but I didn't know, who the brother is.
Yeah.
I born 1934.
Yeah.
And
so he was about 13 years older than you.
Yes. So when him come there, the late 30s now, I see him.
Yeah.
But I don't really have nothing to talk about. I don't know him what him is.
Yeah.
And the things when World War broke out.
When what?
When the World War broke out in 1939.
Yeah, the Second World War, yes.
Yes. Well, after that, I got to see more regular because Jamaica couldn't get to import so much oil and this and that what they wanted. So they had to go to local things.
Yeah.
So we get more wood fire, more breadfruit or roast. In other words, we had to tend for ourselves.
Yeah, man.
We had to tend for ourselves with the local stuff that we had. We didn't have the whole heap of shop them and store them like what them have now.
Yeah.
Things was them warranted and them issue you like how the family is. If you had a family of such and such, them issue you so much tin of milk.
Oh, so them used to ration them like to ration things. Cause war terrible.
Yes. But it caused a lot of things to come out. Because people start making them banana porridge more often now and all them sort of something like. But when the war was over and the PNP and Labour Party form and thing, everybody think that things would have been better.
Yes, because people start talking about Bill Nation now.
Yes. But it didn't play out. Because Reverend Henry, when him come and him start that war in 1959, up in the hills there, him and him son them and them shoot them up and the man they want says Rasta do it. They wanted to put the blame on Rastafarians. As a matter of fact, the Prime Minister Manley made a statement that anywhere they saw a crowd of Rastafarians, them should report it to the nearest police station.
So him tell the citizens.
Yes, it was a public broadcast.
Him turn the citizens of Jamaica against each other.
Yes.
By telling the regular citizen they must be very skeptical and suspicious about any gathering of Rasta.
Yes.
I must report it.
So much so I took it to heart because, I was close to the Warwicker Hills.
Yeah.
And I moved my camp out of my yard.
You have a camp?
Yes.
We have a reasoning.
Well, it was my home.
Yeah, but you sell little smoking though.
Everything was going on with Rasta's man though.
Yeah.
So we moved and go up in Warwicker Hills. So I felt more safe up there. So.
That is after Henry thing broke out?
Yes. Well,
but before that you were well employed in a good firm industry, in a backside and them kind of thing.
Yes, it's true.
That means you never have to have a camp and sell different things at
No, but politics kicked me out of the job.
At backside?
Yes, Alcan.
Yeah.
Then fire me for say I helped create a strike. Where the union never called for, which was a lie. I was fast asleep when all that happened. It happened 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And I was fast asleep because I had to get up from 6 o'clock.
But what year that was? About what year?
1959.
But in that time, it was typical of government ministers and officials to be telling people, watch the Rastafari, and anywhere two or three of them gathered, must report them. So even the industrial scene, big workplace, would be taking that advice from the Prime Minister to watching Rastafari in the workplace, and if the workers gather around in a Rastaman or respect a Rastaman.
Well, look at it. The NWU had the control of the plant.
Yeah.
And I was an active person in, helping to build up the NWU too.
Yes, as a union member.
Yes, as a union member.
But you was not delegate though.
No. But the chief delegate had me as a maid.
Yes.
So I used to help.
Because I need people like you to help.
And boost up what we have to do.
Yeah, to liaise with the other workers.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you have a way with people.
But there was one thing. They trained me for 1 whole year and pay me. Then build a school.
Yeah.
Train me for 1 whole year.
Training what?
Machining.
Or in more skill.
Planting.
Right. Improve your skill higher than what it was.
Right.
Machinist. It was a machinist.
Yeah, and a millwright.
Millwright.
We fix anything that went wrong in the plant.
Yeah. So all them big machine in the backside plant. You are capable of making even a drive shaft.
Yeah.
Put the iron on a machine and you're getting more and more skillful technically.
Exactly. And when them had that strike, it was at midnight. When I was fast asleep, I didn't know a thing about it.
It's about 59?
Yeah, it was in 1959. And when I got up in the morning and catch a bus, was about a mile away from the plant.
That long in St. Elizabeth?
No, it was
Manchester.
Manchester.
Just at the border, St. Louis. Nien.
Yeah.
Alpart.
His name.
Yeah, Nien, yeah.
No, it was Halpart.
Yeah, right at the border, near the border.
Yeah. Well, the man them say I was involved. I said, but I was fast asleep. How could I be sleeping? I'm not a somnambulist. I don't walk in my sleep.
Yeah.
So
why them would...
After the strike was over, they make a publishment in the paper that nobody should come to the plant. Then we see them name come out in the papers.
Who must come back?
Who must come?
In other words, don't come to the plant looking back your work after the strike.
When your name...
Your name will be published in the paper and who see them name must come back.
For 3 weeks straight, them been publishing and my name never come back.
Yeah.
And after that, about a month after that, I decided to go down and find out what happened. But in the meantime, a letter came to me. Said to report down there to the personnel department.
Yeah. But alright, before we go there, sir, all that time when you done a backside work and getting more and more skill, becoming a very skillful technician, what is going on with Brother Phil back in Kingston, Brother Phil?
Brother Phil still, Brother Phil was a shoemaker.
Yeah.
That's how I was making him living. But he is so cute that he would visit other camps and have good reasoning.
Yeah.
And when I come home, I come join them.
Yeah.
So, Brother Phil was a foundation member because when I know him, he's a big man.
Yeah.
I saw him and him come around my work, my place where I live regular.
Yeah.
But I was busy going to school and I was a very studious person. I loved knowledge.
Yeah.
So I never did. I follow up schooling and then I start go high school and then him start come more regular with me and we reason more and more.
Yeah.
But
him could read and write more than most, brethren.
Yes, Brother Phil could read and write. And I tell you something, Brother Phil was a good cyclist.
Yeah.
Him could ride a bicycle with the best of a man.
Yeah.
And him don't get up off him cycle, that's what.
Oh, so him not get up and pump.
No, him pedal.
Yeah.
He was
so him not ride high, him sit down
no,
on the saddle.
Climb, him don't stand up and pedal
and
like
it's difficult for you get that push.
So we call him a whiner. Him whine, him stay on the seat and push that and him keep up.
Yeah.
The crowd.
Like all you mean when all whole for bridge and I'll go out on a far journey.
Yes, him used to practice with some of them the
professional cyclists.
Professional cyclists them too. And them ride every morning go to Yalas.
Oh.
And him come from Rockford, so him just join them.
Yeah.
But it is him spiritual strength that was good.
Yeah.
Because, him took me under his wings and him loved my reasoning.
Yeah.
And him loved my development.
Yeah.
So every time I got a chance, I would visit them. But after the man them didn't call me until I get the letter.
The backside don't call you back?
And them say me gone.
Them tell you say no job
not job not here for me. So them pay me off. And I tried to get into other plants.
Yeah.
And one was at Ocho-Rios with the
I remember right up on the Reynolds Wharf.
Yeah, but that was the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union.
Yeah.
And when I went there, the man said, "Wait, brother Mark, you can't work here."
Yeah, no. Them blacklist you.
I said, "What do you mean by him?" He said, "Man, we have a panel list of all the backside company them.
Mustn't employ you. All right, let's go for a break and come back. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small, and we have our guest here today, Brother Douglas Mack. He has been here before, but this time he's here to help commemorate the life of Brother Fillmore Alvaranga, who passed away recently at 93 years old, one of the hardest working and longest serving of the Rastafari elders over the years. And Brother Dougie Mack life parallel Brother Phil life, even though Brother Phil is 13 years older than Brother Dougie Mack. Brother Dougie Mack life kind of parallel Brother Phil life for at least 74 years, from at least the late 30s right back till now. There are a lot of parallels because although he was a highly technical man working in the bauxite industry, when them decide to blacklist him, he is now back out on the road and he is going to find ways to create an economy for himself like what Brother Phil and others has been doing before. So when you come back now, you hear them not get a job, them give you little money, you come back now, you decide to be like economy, Brother Dougie.
Yes. So
where you start? Come near the mic.
Well, when I come back, the whole of the brethren them start gather around me now, all in the neighborhoods and things.
Yeah.
And everybody want to smoke. Everybody want to be Rasta.
Yeah.
So, then
At that time, you about 25.
Yes, in my 20s. About 20, yeah, about 25.
Yeah, yeah.
24, 25. And the brother them say, man, brother Dougie, what's your man? Instead of we go walk up and down and look for a little weed for smoke, get something, man, and we can come sit down with the evening time. So, me just start get ready and go do it. So, you know, a couple of little dollar and shillings and pence are coming.
Yeah.
And I take my bicycle and ride every morning, go down a Paradise Street, bottom, for some Rasta down there tell me, them is fisherman.
Yeah.
Them say, brother Dougie, just come man and buy, we sell you some fish, man, you can go buy and sell.
Yeah, I bought them a rate on.
Yes, well, I never ride around and sell the fish. The people, them, wanted me to just drop the fish off.
Or them yard.
Or them yard.
Or them shop.
Or them shop.
Yeah.
And whether the money is there or not, you come back and you get it.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it's quite a few people that was with me.
Yeah.
And when I go up in the hills there.
So that is two things now you find where you make money.
Yes. And
when you go up in the hills.
And it's a whole heap of man, I eat food
Yes.
after it.
So some of the fish you even reserve for the brethren.
Yeah, man, every day we eat.
So that coming like the disciple them, you know, the whole time?
Yes, man, we boil fish soup nearly every day. You know, we fry fish, we leave back and all that.
Yeah.
So we eat good.
Yeah. But hear me now, at that time, Count already become well known as a drummer.
Yeah, man, Count was the master drummer.
From in the 40s.
Well, you had another brother named Job.
Job, yeah.
Which is, I found out in late. That is brother Clayton, brother.
Yeah? Sam Clayton, brother?
Yeah, but funny, you know, Sam never tell me says him brother.
Yeah.
But I know him before I know Sam.
Yes.
And him used to play with the musician them up the gully and all that.
Yeah.
But it's a boat.
Yeah.
A whole Rasta man like Phil.
Yeah.
It's the man who make the drum really get to life.
Yes.
It was playing too flat.
Yes.
Pop, 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 pop.
Yes.
Pop, pop. And the musician them wanted something with more rhythm.
Yes.
And it's the boat take up a pan one night, I remember.
Yes.
Bragganier and Tommy McCook, them used to sit down, count.
Tenor sax man.
Yeah, and a blow with, but the music not really nice.
Yeah.
Them a blow some jazz thing and the drums now follow.
Yes, yes, in between.
And it's the boat jump up the night and take a whole pan, a paint pan, and start get a 3 beat.
Yes,
pop,
in
pop,
between.
Pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop, pop. So the drummers, the fun them and have to follow the drummer.
Yes, follow that.
That beat.
Yeah.
And the musician
That Peter,
them,
because the pan they come like a Peter.
and now the musician them can pick up the
Yes,
pace.
yes, and step up.
And I tell you,
And the hands, man, them like that.
man, is that them they want. And some, because Joe used to play the fun there,
Yeah.
and the Peter, yeah, he used to teach counters.
Yeah.
But when that is a boat man got up and said, pop, 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 pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop, the whole rhythm changed.
Yes, yes.
And the sax man, them and the trumpet man, them, this
Yeah.
Johnny and them start blow,
Yeah.
I tell you. And it's that group of man came around my house.
Yeah. So the man them used to play drum all a market. What them name again? Them set a Burro man them. All is the boat and them man used to play Burro too.
Yes, it's the burro drum them
Yeah.
now, but them going, the burro drum them now, the beat change
Yeah.
from that flat beat
Yeah.
now to a happy
Yes.
step up beat.
Yes.
So the musician them, like Tommy and them,
Yeah.
going pick it up too.
Yes. And prefer it.
Yes, and now it start make worries for all the party and dance them and all them thing. We keep the drums them going.
Yeah, yeah. So even though the party have record and sound system,
Yes,
them have a party in there where the people want to hear live
yes,
music
live music and
with the hand and the Rasta
yeah,
drums.
Yes, and when we wanted some money to go up on the tour them and thing, is so we get our money. We keep a party.
Yeah.
And the people support it.
Yeah.
Well, what happened is that after Henry son them caused a stir up in the Red Hills there, and the government said, anyway you see these Rastas, you must report it.
Yeah.
And it vexed me.
Yeah.
And I,
because I'm a broad brush
I
everybody.
decide to write the government personally.
Protesting.
But when I write the letter, it's about seeing, visiting a government office to make we talk and straighten out things.
Yeah.
But I didn't put my name to it because I know my name was already in a blacklist.
Yeah.
I put down the apostles of the Negros.
Yeah.
About a month after that, a letter come to the yard. And Brother Phil was there, fortunately, that night too. When the letter come, it read that they would meet a delegation of 2 of us or 3 of us at the Prime Minister's office.
That a Norman Manley, the father Manley.
Norman Manley.
This is about 1960.
When after I write the letter, time passed, about 3 weeks passed, a month so before them answer. Some brethren come down the yard and say, Brother Dougie, boy, the man, them up a counters, you call, you say, I'm meeting up there, you must come. So I go up there, and when I go, a letter was up there that was from the Prime Minister's office. And it said, in reply to your letter, so-and-so, we the government, will accept 2 people from your organization, which was, I call it the Rastafarian movement, but it was apostles of the Negros that are right under.
Well, hold on, I just jump in a little. When I about 16, I buck up a youth I know from a little boy about 9, 10. Buck him up downtown. I used to know him from in the market at Crossroad. By this time, you know, I'm a young Rasta. I'm about probably 18. No, hold on that. He must about 20, 23, 24. But it's Bongo Herman. And Bongo Herman now start tell me, say, the way I'm see me and move him now, so I have a certain amount of understanding, but he would have like me link up with some man from over the east because the right man them that. And he might tell me, say, them have a group in name Rastafari, Brethren, Repatriation Association. It's about 1964, you know.
Yeah,
but by that time you don't make 2 trips or
no, it's been found that too.
I know.
But before that, now, you know, I was really getting going. So what really happened is when we go up to Manley's office, him insisted that it's only one person going to take.
Yeah.
Well, I tell him, say, look, we bring a petition. I had a petition with 1,500 signature. And Brother Phil had the same. What we do is Brother Phil was now in charge of Rockford. And I was in Central Kingston.
You get up with a petition.
Yes. So when we go, and him say we must pick one away. We say no, we have a petition from the people that pick we already.
Yes.
Just like how you enter.
Yes, politics and the people pick
and
you.
And the people vote for you.
Yeah.
And I say we can't break up ourselves. We don't know what to go back and tell them. He say, well, if you can't pick one of you, the African countries them willing to take a group to come and discuss. But if you have to pick, I say we can't pick, the people pick we already.
Yeah.
And he say, well,
you want to pick, you want to divide, you know.
So the Prime Minister said, well, we have to leave if we can't take that. I said, well, thank you, but you have to remember, Vox Populi, Vox Day, and I know you understand that means the voice of the people is the voice of God. For it's the voice of the people put you in as the Prime Minister.
Yeah, that's a Norman Manley.
You never
not of yourself.
The people put you. I said, well, it's the people send me here.
Yeah.
Protocol. So I can't break it. And say, well, if I can't take it, I have to leave. I say, thank you. And we left. But after we left, them start tear down the Rasta camp, them all over the
government, police.
Yeah, man. Whole heap of man there, prison and jail and meet and keep them, bust it up out of 3 Mile there.
Yeah.
And all them thing there. And why, them they done right back and to Ethiopia, Nigeria, Ghana, that will come in. But no, nobody come in because it's a disarray.
Yeah.
So now, one day, a police vehicle come down a Brother Phil yard. We congregate down a Brother Phil yard, even though it was not down. But And them want Brother Mac and Fillmore Alvaranga to come at the office. I said, for lock we up? He said, no, the Prime Minister wants to not the office. So we go down a race course there. And the Prime Minister wasn't present.
At the time, Norman man, the office down a race course.
Yes. So when we go down there, it was the man in charge of the office, not the Prime Minister wasn't there.
Permanent Secretary.
The Permanent Secretary was there. And him say, well, all the answers come in from the African countries except one. He say, Ethiopia is the first one that say, yes, send them. Nigeria say, send them.
Yeah.
Ghana say, send them, Dr. Nkrumah.
Yeah.
And one that should have been the first, which was Liberia, was holding out.
Yeah.
Now, Liberia and Sierra Leone, it was made up.
Those two states were created for repatriation.
Exactly, and them was a get trouble.
Yeah, because them reach already, them know how you come to it. Because a lot of people are like that now. Once them escape, them supposed to share with you, but them
But by and by, them know that the delegation is preparing, them falling.
Well, we have to go for a break. We only have a few minutes left, but maybe later after 11 o'clock, some people want to phone in and talk, but we only have a few minutes left. When you come back, we want kind of zone in.
Well, that's how the delegation.
Yes, let's go for a break and come back. Yeah, man. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up Talking to my guest here, brother Dougie Mac. By the way, I want to hail one of them family, you know. She dropped up here this morning, Miss Janelle Chung. Miss Janelle Chung, she's a school nurse for Papine Secondary School, one of the schools that is doing very well. But I've heard that Papine Secondary School is the most vastly improved school in the teaching of mathematics over recent years. So we are here, Miss Janelle Chung. Mr. Dougie Mac, member of my family, school nurse.
Cousin.
His cousin. Member of the school nurse for Papine School. And by the way now, we're just going zone in a few minutes we have here, we're going zone in a little bit from Brother Philip Almaranga, because we know that you're going to be the keynote speaker at his memorial. Fillmore Alvaranga.
Going to the eulogy.
Yeah, quite a few of our people, especially some of the musicians, Roland Alfonso, Tommy McCook, Rita Marley, and many others, were born in Cuba with a Spanish name like Alvaranga. Did you ever trace where him get the name Alvaranga?
I'm born in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So Brother Phil born in Jamaica, born in there before me. So I never really traced nothing towards the name. But I knew that Tommy born in Cuba,
yes.
You know, and him growing Rockford.
Yes.
And I know some others that did it.
So after Counters, I go on because I start recording at JBC studio and create some big waves with Caroline and Draw with Chubby and all the music from the 50s.
Yeah.
And it become more and more big and big. But by the late 60s now, it become far more sophisticated, right? Him reorganized in a mystic revelation.
Yes, was a different.
Brother Phil now, his part in that was most of the chanting hour.
No, for some reason, that situation didn't include me.
Yeah, you were still in Jamaica though?
Yes, but I was working now, in charge of the vocational training center at Papine.
Oh, for Ganton Road.
Yes.
Yes, I remember when you was there.
And I was also doing my studies to get me,
further qualification.
Degrees, yes. So I didn't have the time, and I had 5 children.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, but Brother Phil's involvement was mostly in the chanting, because he wasn't really a drummer. He wasn't a drummer.
No. Brother Phil can play drum.
I know him can play drum.
But he was one of the master drummer then.
Yeah. Because the Mystic Revelation presentation wasn't just a set of drummer playing. It was a whole story and an act. It was like a play, like a drama.
Yes.
And where them go, it's like a drama.
Yeah, well, that came out of when I acted as Paul Bogle,
Oh yes, remember when they made the Paul Bogle move? Stage first.
Yes.
But afterward they film it?
Yes.
Yeah. Ballad for a Rebellion.
Ballad for a Rebellion.
Yeah.
We do about 3 months of training and play, on stage.
Training, drama training, and
until.
So you were chosen to portray the lead role as Paul Bogle.
Yes.
So anyone else, other brethren was involved in that? Phil or Sam?
Brother Sam.
Yeah.
Brother Phil wasn't a stage man.
Yeah.
Brother Sam had a part in it too. Him acted as my brother. Paul Booker brother.
Yeah. And I think Ronnie Tate was as William Gordon.
Yes.
And him relative, you know. Ronnie Tate's relative, you know. George William Gordon.
Well, I didn't know all that.
Yeah. But we're going to just focus on Brother Phil again, because at 93 is a whole heap of years continuous work that. And he went on both the first and second mission to Africa with you.
And we spent 15 months in Africa in the second mission, because you remember the first mission was a diplomatic mission.
Government.
We had diplomacy status.
Yeah.
We go through the airport then without any bag search and you know,
diplomatic passport.
Diplomatic passport, car pick you up, take you to the hotel. But the second mission was we going among the people, living in places like Kiambu district in Kenya for 3 months, in the jungle, living with them who lived there. And that was that part. And when we went to Ethiopia, same thing. His Majesty make us stay there for 4 months, so we can learn some of the language, the people, things around.
But I remember when you come back from that mission, Brother Phil always drive a van that belonged to the brethren them.
Yes, we formed that society. We formed the Rastafarian Brethren Association.
RBR, yes.
Yes. But things went sour.
Yeah.
I don't think them had the vision that I had, that we should stay together and do certain things together.
Yeah.
You know, Countess, he wasn't, you know, a very good student.
Yes.
Literacy.
Academic and literary.
Yes. And people use him.
Yeah.
And him turn against me.
Yeah.
To leave me out.
So at what point did Richard Tellwell come in?
Right there at that time. That's when him came in. And as I say, you know, I had my job now, which was a very important job. I had nearly 150 students.
Training?
I was the head of the center.
By VTDI?
Vocational training. There's two training was going on. One was training the instructors, and was training the youths. I'd already finished my training as instructors.
Yeah, but I just want to focus on Brother Phil little.
Well,
like what the brethren used to use the van and do?
He used to do, well, we did I had invented a sugar cane mill.
Oh, cane mill.
Yeah, because when I was off, I still had my skill.
Yes.
So I built a sugar cane mill out of some old iron.
Yeah.
And the electricity turned.
Oh.
It's the only first time in Jamaica the people saw that.
Yeah.
Then you start some little mill where you turn with your hand.
By hand, yeah.
But I put it with a machine.
Yeah.
Turn it to about RPM of 90 reps per minute.
Yeah,
so that you could push in the cane gently and come out.
Yeah.
So everybody come watch that. But it was in the time that was preparing to go on the second mission.
Oh, yeah. So afterward, Brother Phil used to distribute them cane juice, eh?
Yes. But me and him used to go around.
Yeah.
But after a while, we had to, well, that helped us to build up, you know, something with the brethren them all around.
Yeah.
And now we're going visiting them camp and we're putting the sugar cane juice on the market there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't going so good.
Yeah.
Because Rasta never really have money in that time for eat and drink or where them want. You have to eat and drink where you can get.
Yeah.
So what happened is that by calling, the calling was to keep a meeting at Countess Yard every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And what was happening, that Brother Phil was never there. And Countess wasn't very favorable at me.
Yeah.
From I was a boy, you know, and things went bad.
It was a personal thing.
Yes, and all the money that was coming in was going out. And I protested it to Brother Phil strongly, said, look, Brother Phil, take the money and buy a van.
Yeah.
And
was that transit van hour?
No,
a J2?
It's a shut-up van, man, and a van that you can carry. And because of that, I said, look, I'm not going to cheer in a meeting where everybody do as them like.
Yeah, yeah.
And I say,
well, you have to listen. You have to have rules.
Exactly.
Anything going
They
anywhere.
never like them never
No,
like.
anything that going anywhere and stay afloat.
Counters you don't know about no rule.
You have to have a set of rules agreed on by everyone.
That's the problem. Up to that time, everybody was agreeing with me. And when the money start pick up, the money start disappear. And I said, look, I'm not going to keep it.
So why you never suggest that they must have some rules where the thing runs?
Of course, there was.
Why never? Because Constitution. His mother used to teach us a lot about Constitution.
Yeah, that's what was going on. Brother Phil was the treasurer. He was supposed to take care of the money. But every time they...
By the way, you don't ever look at the in that time, they don't ever examine the Ethiopian World Federation as a possibility?
Well, no, them was on a different course.
Them who?
The whole of the Ethiopian World Federation people.
I know them was on a different course, but it was started and visualized by His Majesty, so therefore there must be something.
Yes, well, most of them came over into the Repatriation Association where we built up, most of them.
Yeah.
From all Jonestown and them brethren came in.
Yeah.
So that we were running a system just like there was no problem between we and them. Because them was adjoined. We were co-joined. Planner and everybody was one. Even Planner used to come and Rockford.
Yeah. At times Planner them most of them
But I'm telling you, the human mind is sometimes frail. Some people don't see what a situation is and what a company is and what a grouping is. That the group must stay predominant. Individuals break it up. The money disappears.
But up to now, that is a major weakness amongst Rastafari.
Well, if you know...
amongst Rastafari assemblies, that the agreement amongst all about what is to be don't hold that much sway. It's usually dominant personalities that dictate.
Well, like I tell you, Count never liked me too much. Because I talk too much. And, more people start come amongst me more than amongst him. And a jealousy developed that he sided with Brother Phil and Sam. And them turn against Brother Phil too.
Oh.
Don't ask me, because I didn't go on tour with them. Them Mystic never called me on tour, and I couldn't go because I was in charge of a center with 150 youths and 15 workers. I couldn't go on a tour at the time. I started go back into what my strength was.
Yeah.
Which is to keep people trained properly. And I never had a class of failures. I always had a 90% pass mark. If I take...
Anyway, by the way, is it Monday? I think it is Monday this memorial.
It's Monday.
And I believe it's at the University Chapel now.
I don't know where it is yet. I have not seen or spoken with any of the people who are organizing it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that today sometime.
Yeah. Well, all right. We're out, talking about time. We're out of time now. But you will be around if anybody at the phone, like when we resume the phone calls, maybe a couple of the people would like to talk to you. So you are here.
Yeah,
but thank you very much, Brother Dougie Mac, for shedding some light on them times here. So we'll go for the 11 a.m. headline news here now. Straight up. Yeah, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. We're into the third hour of the program. And before we take your phone calls, we're going to be talking for a little while with Light Dagilar, who is the main person coordinating the citizens at Tivoli Gardens. No. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. Yeah, man, we have Light Dagilar here. Going to tell us about this. Is it a rally, Light, that you're going to keep Sunday?
Yes, I would describe it as a rally.
Yeah. Now the Tivoli Gardens, inquiry going to start next month after next, December.
Yes.
But it is said that it's not an encouraging start to the gathering of witnesses. Is that your opinion, or just the government?
Well, you must remember two things. One is that the Jamaica Labour Party is really not interested in an inquiry. For months, Andrew Holness and the rest of them were saying that it is going to be political, it's a waste of time, etc. So their hearts are not really into it. So I don't expect them to be there mobilizing people and encouraging them to come to an inquiry. And the People's National Party is just going through the motions. They don't really have an interest in it per se, other than for academic reasons. It's something that has to be had, and we have to go through it. So it's not surprising then at this stage of the game, people haven't come out and given statements.
No, but the people who you expect to give statements, the citizens at Tivoli, I don't imagine that them is under the control of the JLP or the PNP.
Well, the next point now is that the Tivoli committee has been doing a lot of work, as you know, over the years, trying to keep the thing on the front burner. But our position is that we need to have standing in the inquiry, and we have applied for standing. Our position is that until this is clarified, we can't go out there and mobilize people to come and give testimony, because we have to be assured that we will be part of the process. We can protect and advance the interests of the people over there. So we have applied for standing, and they have given us a letter of no objection. Letter of no objection is neither here nor there as far as we are concerned. So we are in dialogue with them, and once they resolve that matter, then we will now make a full-scale attempt to mobilize the people to come and give statements. So that is where we are, and the fact that one or two people have gone and given statements, it shouldn't be surprise anybody.
You mean that only one or two?
Yeah, only one or two have gone and given statements. We have taken statements, but we're not going to turn over those statements to them until
you're supposed to be in touch with quite a few of the people who are enthusiastic about testifying.
Well, this is what I'm saying, but we are not going to be doing that until the Tivoli committee is ensured that it will have a role to play in the inquiry. And at this point in time, we have not been so assured that we have a role to play. So we have to know whether we're going to have standing or not. So that is what is dependent on that.
So what's your plan for Sunday?
Well, we're going to have this, what we call a rally for justice, because 4 years, no justice. Yeah. So we're going to have a thing up at Never Hall Lecture Theatre called N1 on Sunday at 3 o'clock. And we're going to have a lot of poets up there, a lot of very popular poets have promised to be there. Mutaba Ruka, Mbala, Michael Abrahams, Aziko. Quite a number of poets are going to be there as a rally, to encourage people and to talk about the issues. So we're going to have that. We're going to have music and presentations. People from Tivoli Gardens will be there, talk about their experiences, and we'll have an analysis of where we are right now.
One who participate in it.
Well, as I was just
not the thing, not entertainers.
Yeah. Well, we are organizing it. There's a lot of poets. It's mostly
not those, not the entertainers.
Yeah. Well, I will be giving a presentation. I'll be making a presentation on behalf of the Tivoli committee, and poets. It's going to take up a lot of time. It's only about 3 hours. There's one or two other people that we are working on that will be there to give some analysis of the way in which the bodies were treated and so on. So
by the way, you think it is best when you keep these discussions so remote from the outside world here? We up in the university on a Sunday evening. You think more people wouldn't be involved if they keep it out a street near a crossroad, Harper Tree, or one of them places, Poppy and Crossroad, Harper Tree, something like that?
Yeah. Well, it's we haven't had an event in a long time, and it was convenient to have it up at the university, and I'm sure we can, have events elsewhere. No place is ever the perfect place, but we're going to be having it up at UWI this Sunday at 3 o'clock, Never Hall Lecture Theatre, and we hope people will come and support it, and we want a dialogue and make people understand so that this thing is not a rubber stamp, as it is set up to be, a rubber stamp or a whitewash as they're calling it. So it could very well turn out to be a whitewash,
So you invite any of the MP or the councillor?
No. Yeah. We don't deal with those people at all. It's not necessary. They're not interested. It's obvious. The MPs are not interested. The councillors are not interested. The only people that have any interest are the people themselves. The people in Tivoli Gardens, two things that concern them right now is justice for their loved ones who are killed and murdered and massacred by the security forces, and that the state must compensate them for the criminal destruction of their property and the damages, the physical damages which they suffered, the psychological damage. So those are the two main issues that concern the people there. And one of the issues that we are saying is that this whole thing about compensation should be separate, should be a separate issue from the inquiry itself. This should be, the government has all the information because money was paid out, they collected statements. They could easily deal with that without lumping it up with the Commission of Inquiry. There's no necessity for those things to be linked together.
If you keep something all in a Mandela Park or something like that, you don't think only for bystanders, hundreds of bystanders will get interested and give a ear, and I think it's more effective a place like Mandela.
Yes, it would be, but you have to have the organizing capacity to do something like that. I don't pretend that we have the organizing capacity to do that, but I'm sure that if we had the organizing capacity, people would come out and support it. You have to operate at the level at which you can operate and organize. So, we're doing our best under the circumstances.
All right, so it's a Sunday, 3 o'clock.
Sunday, 3 o'clock at Lecture Hall, Neville Theatre, Neville Theatre, N1. And we're inviting as many people as possible to come out there and support us.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yes, we're going to take some more phone calls so we can start running numbers and start accept some more phone calls. Right. Straight up, yes. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. We're taking a phone call, Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Mr. Small.
Yeah, welcome.
There are three good things I want to talk to you about. The first thing is that I have noticed recently, not recently, but I have noticed for a while now that the leader of the opposition does not attend public functions. No independence celebration, award ceremony, Agiota King's House, no public ceremony, no public thing in away from going to Parliament. I am wondering if he's afraid that might be goes to have those functions and it's booed or, but it seems very strange. And for someone who wants to gain traction among the people, it seems very strange. But there are much better things to talk about. But it's an observation that I'm seeing. And I just hope that it is not a trend. I don't make sense you want to be leader of the country and in public function like these, opposition.
Yeah, but it's better you go to the other point now.
The next point. Homicide, futile homicide. Killing a pregnant mother. I believe that it is about time. Yes, the government need to bring that line into effect because there's two lives at stake there, and that is something the OC is batting for, and I would support that 100% because people need to know that life is sacred, and we need to protect life in whatever form. You understand me? Yes. So different theory. When you play a song for me still, Yeah. I know a song I play because the Americans, President Obama, has it's time now for American women to receive equal pay for equal work. That was done 40 years ago in Jamaica. So, more mind to play the message for me,
The message?
Yeah, man. I'm there, I listen for it,
Yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Fine. Get something to eat and hold tight.
Have a good weekend, sir.
Get something to eat and hold tight.
Show yourself.
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Greetings, Jerry.
Yes, sir. Wagwan.
Giving thanks, Well, the interview, Mark.
Yeah, man.
That gem, man. Cultural gem.
Yes, sir.
All these interviews that have been happening, recounting those times.
Yeah.
It should be made available, like, for example, on YouTube or something like that. Because yesterday I was speaking to a young Rasta queen.
Yeah.
And she was saying that, she was actually saying that in her generation don't know about the struggles that previous generations of Rastas went through.
Yes.
And they know the benefit, you know. Some of them realize that the benefit, you know.
I have, yeah.
It's very important.
And Brother Dougie Mac has put out a major book already, but there's a lot of other vital work that him need to put out.
Okay. Other thing is that the simple inquiry, I mean, should be a very important, you know, process.
Yeah.
If it is, you know, a genuine one and has the input, because, I mean, at 70 odd people died.
I tell you, more on that, man.
Right. We need to know what occurred and lay the blame where it's supposed to be laid, you know?
Yeah.
Resolve it and let people go ahead. But, you know, I want to comment briefly on a caller earlier. I said that no way that places were populated, that did not have private property.
Yeah.
But to me, my knowledge is that private property is a pretty late institution in history, you know.
Of course.
And it was only brought about through the use of violence.
Yes, force.
Serious violence to take away people from the land that they were born in and that from the very beginning of their history.
Yeah,
they were in those lands, you know.
Yeah.
And this is so for Africa as well as for places like Ireland and other places
Europe, every part of the world.
And great struggle, a lot of violence and death, and that was the only way it was produced.
Yeah, man, every part of the world.
Right. He's not thinking, he needs to research.
No, man, I'm a joke, man. Every part of the world,
yes, sir.
The warrior class, which is the same nobility people where you say high society, the warrior class, that you know.
Right.
Not because them brave or them can fight better, but them could afford to equip themselves with the armor, the arms, and the what you call it thing when them take cover themselves? The armor. The
armor.
Yeah, the armor. Not just the gun and the sword and the bayonet, but also the covering. That make them safer in a war. The helmet, them all those things. So they could afford those things. So when you group up thousands of people together, and you organize and feed them, and you build some big castle, and the whole of them live there. Cause it's thousands of soldiers used to live in each one of them big castles.
Yes,
them not just have them for the king and the prince living there. You know. That was the base. That was the base where the thousands of soldiers them live and them feed them. And by so doing them grab away all the land from the people.
And them only feed them to the pillage that they was carrying out.
Yeah. Every country
in the surrounding area.
Yeah, man. Every country in the world that happened, including Ethiopia.
Yeah, man, definitely.
We are the strong and the rich. Grabbling and grabbling. And if we fool ourselves that these things never take place in Africa, we are a bigger idiot.
Right. And you know, in Africa, the tradition was that the stranger who arrived in the night in a neighborhood would be greeted the next morning by an old man in tatters who represented the god of the land, the goddess of the land, who was there to show him where the land
available.
Yes. As long as he was there.
Yes.
Because, of course, they didn't have much to share.
Yeah, man.
So they had to give him something to do. So
all right.
Continent with millions of different ways how the tribes go ahead. And this is a mistake that we've been making a long time. The languages are different.
No, hold on, we don't have much time. What is the mistake? Different. What is the mistake about the land that we'll be making? About the land?
You can't get them uniting so easy because them don't talk like you and them don't live like you.
But you agree that the land is grabbed away from the population by the rich and powerful?
Yes, yes.
In every part of the world.
Exactly.
Every part of the world.
The rich is the most powerful.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much here, sir.
I will give
yes, we'll go for another call. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Good morning, welcome. Straight Up, hello.
Good morning, Brother Dougie. Africa, is it?
No, we're not go lower. She want to talk about we can't lower because she have a contagious virus there. Worse than Ebola. It's so sad that we can't lower. Thank you very much. Next one. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello. Yes. Well, run the number, so please. Because we are not going to be dictated to by any virus. Yes, back to the telephone. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Jerry.
Yes, sir, welcome.
Morning again.
Go on.
I just want to yell Brother Dougie.
Yeah, man, Brother Dougie is man want to yell. Go on.
But look here, you see in Italy, Jerry, you know, say, all the citizens of Rome
Yeah.
If you don't own land, the government give you an acre of land in the countryside.
Yeah.
And some people rent it out and some people farm it out and all them things.
Oh, well, that is citizenship.
Good. Then Libya under Gaddafi, any amount of land you can develop, you could have developed under Gaddafi time.
Yeah.
You could have taken it.
Yes.
Don't take 10 if you can only develop 5.
Yes.
But if you can develop 5, take it.
Good.
I just said that to make Lepu know, say, really.
Yeah. Can you imagine him claiming that there was no time in the world where everybody did have land? Can you imagine?
Yeah, people like them, they make bit against religion, you know.
Yeah.
Them in this present time, parading a whole heap of nonsense. He might come talk about him no know, say, Bogle, go a Spanish town.
Yeah.
Go call up governor here and attack him, and when him have him cutlass.
Yeah.
And him matches and things.
And 2 times.
When governor here depend the place, I read out riot act. Bogle chop left, right, I go down the column.
Ma cut and go through.
What do you mean?
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, yes, sir. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello. Morning, welcome.
Yes, sir, Honorable.
Well, go on.
Yes, give thanks, Honorable Prophet Jerry. Most High, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari.
Yes,
Firstly, I want just a big up, you know, the celebration, send it out, you know, starting tonight at the Bobo Shanti Foundation, Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress, People's Government. Just, you know, inviting one and all again, tens and thousands come, you know. Even if ones and your tens and a few, whatever. But come to a heart of celebration. No weapons, no violence, clean and pure heart to rally around the King and the Queen throne of glory and holiness, you know. So we're just inviting again our brothers and sisters, 4 wings, you know, to such grand, glorious celebration, you know. Of our divine majesty, God of life, God and Goddess, Emperor and Empress, King of Kings, Queen of Queens, you know, of their coronation celebration. My Lord, Holy Emmanuel, I, Selassie, I, Rastafari. My Lord, give thanks, Honorable Jerry, and give thanks for the brethren in the studio, that the ancient, you know, with the discussion, it was very, you know, interesting.
Yeah.
Hope that him could be there again and even continue such reasoning, you know.
Yeah.
My Lord, yes, I give thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, sir. Good morning, welcome.
Yes, Honorable, bless hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Morning, Jerry.
Welcome, sir.
All right. You might have to take I don't have much to say still, you know. But you see, the brethren, when they speak about burning the parliament and this other man come up, well, you burn, you see my thing, you take it further than that. You see, you just run in upon them and don't spare none and then you burn it. You see all these guys where them recycle from them 18-year come back there. Spare none. And make it the one to the other. Keep them on the next side. I just that me have to say.
Yeah. Then tell me something now. How you organize and protect yourself? Gone. Gone. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Good morning, Jerry.
Yes, welcome.
Just calling to say you're doing a good work.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're to continue what you're doing.
Yeah.
The message is being received.
Yeah.
Just want to say hi to Mr. Mark.
Yes.
Can you give me a minute with him, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Peace and love.
Hi, Mr. Mark. How are you?
As well can be.
It has been years I've been trying to make a link with you. This is Anne-Marie. You're a secretary from the training center.
Oh,
you
yes.
remember that person?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm glad to know that you're hopping about the same way, man.
I just told them about that training center.
Right. You did a very good job.
But that's one of the best things that the young people can get.
Remember, you were in Central Kingston at the time?
Yes.
Talking about the Central Kingston.
Yes.
ETC?
Yes.
On Tower Street.
Yes,
Right.
I opened that center.
Right, we were the first persons.
I was the first
Right,
person
right,
to
right.
administer that center.
I'm glad to know that you're still continuing your
The
work.
government always send me in this tough area, them.
Well, yeah, the soldiers have to do them job, you know.
Yes, I would
Right,
like the soldier.
right.
but
Just continue to do your work and to be who you are. And more strength to Brother Jerry.
What you doing?
Thank you very much, yeah.
What you doing for yourself now?
I'm still working.
Where?
I'm at a teaching association.
Okay.
Where is that? I don't know.
All right, maybe she don't know. She don't want to talk about it. But thank you very much for calling here, ma'am.
Okay, take care.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go for a break and come back straight. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host.
Afternoon, Mr. Small.
Yes, ma'am. What are you doing?
I just heard a lady on another station.
Yeah.
She's a Caribbean journalist who has paid her way to be part of this diaspora mapping.
Yeah.
And she was leaving her website, but I didn't get it. What she's saying, what they're doing does not need Mr. Arnold Brown there. And as a matter of fact, when he come there, she see him do is like do a map up PR, telling them how much people live in that diaspora, and spend this time on the phone.
Yeah.
And she's saying she paid her way. She followed them to Lauderdale in Florida. Or
Fort Lauderdale.
Florida.
Yeah.
Some other places, she said. She said she didn't bother go to Houston because by then she was totally bored. And what they're doing is really a political campaign. They're not looking
But
people.
I know that.
Right.
I know that the main...
He's always on his phone, and she travels as a journalist, and she don't keep her phone on roaming.
The main activity of them with the diaspora is campaigning and organizing to get the support of the diaspora for them party.
Right. Right. And she's saying you don't need a minister to do that. Even the presentation that he does, he could have done it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was trying to get her website, but it wasn't clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much.
So all the justification when him do that is roaming charges, you have to be afraid. I travel once a year for a month.
Yeah.
And when I go there, I buy one of those disposable phones.
Yeah.
Cost me 20 US, and I use it for the month.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Most of them activity is about them personal business or them party business. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Good morning, Jerry.
Welcome.
My name's brother. How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, man. I'm saying hi to your guest you have there, you know.
I'm not busy that.
Very educational, sir.
I'm not busy that.
No, man. Man,
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, man. Very educational, sir.
Yeah, man.
You know, and enlightening. You see, with some of these ministers, you remember one time when I shared with you that the diaspora in Florida was, you know, very upset with the Prime Minister not visiting and all of those things. Remember I shared that talk with you one, right?
Yeah.
All right. And there is a news came out since week that one of the diaspora from one of the chapters saying that the Jamaican government should not use the diaspora as an ATM machine. You know? So
yes.
It is not only for ATM machine, it is trumping up support.
Yes.
You know, for the upcoming election.
Yes.
And they need as much financing like what Peter Phillips did the last time.
Yeah.
You know, going to New York and pretend that he's meeting the diaspora.
Yeah.
And, you know, at the same time soliciting support.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And one time you hear them talk about diaspora bond. The diaspora must invest in Jamaica. And them general shit them work on the people.
And here who again? Aluna Samba that is doing the England chapter leg there, you know?
Yeah.
She is busy campaigning in England, you know, among the Jamaicans and the diaspora.
Yeah.
For financing the site.
And you remember our philosophy that she shared with Omar Davis' constituency?
Yes, man. And not only just that, in Mandeville too, where she pack up the Citizen Association with only PMP.
Yes, in St. Ann.
Yes,
Omar Davis called her there because she's an expert on how to use up the state reserves amongst the PNP activity. And she said, when I was member of parliament, I make sure send no labor right. No get no position for nothing. And I make sure that and I pack up the place with that and that. Now, it's a pity that the Labour Party not much different from the PNP, but at least we heard that out of her mouth. Well, it's the same thing with the diaspora. When she in the diaspora, she make sure say she pack up
the diaspora.
Yes. Thank you very much.
There's the other one now. The other take now me taking. Me leaving them now. Miss Paula Llewellyn. You know when her first inception, you know, me never really impressed with her still, you know. To be honest with you. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I wasn't impressed with her, you know. You know, and even till now, I still do not impress with Miss Paula Lewin. You know, you see, anything that comes to the government, it seems like she's afraid of the administration that she's working for or working under.
Yeah, it seems like the whole justice system a work for the administration, not working for the people. The whole so-called justice system. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have to go now.
Me alone have that impression as
No. All right, thanks a lot, yeah?
Yes, sir, respect.
Yes, sir. Good morning. And welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Yo, Jerry.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Mine, sir.
Welcome.
Hey, what I like to find out, the airline that carry back
Oh, who's plane it is that them rent for $4 million?
Yeah, I know I find out. So I don't know if you can help me on that.
I don't know, and I don't know, but I think it will come out eventually.
Yeah, because we really need to know, you know, because of my money anyway.
Yeah.
So we really need to know.
Yeah, the money is similar to the phone money. Them do as them like with our money.
I was just talking about phone again now. Me couldn't sleep good when me about the phone money because enough time me talking to Jerry and me only hear you have 1 minute on your card.
Yes.
Boy, I don't know them money have so much credit and me can't have some.
No, when them hear a voice, or the Prime Minister voice record for them phone, you know. and when them hear a voice, it say, you have $1 million remaining on this phone.
So Jerry, let me go look at work up there and get to work for one of them dead.
Yes.
But me don't want, I was after me don't even want to be like them neither, so me don't go want them work neither.
No.
Yeah, so but me think one day, no, Jerry, one day, no, things going to change, you know.
Yes, but not just automatically, because people come to decision. Yes. Thank you very much, yes, huh?
All right. Have a nice
But we're not going to make no foolish move, do you know?
All right, bye.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Morning, Mr. Small.
Welcome, how are you doing, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I just want to say hi to your guest.
I'm why that?
Yes, that's why.
Yes, she's saying hi to you, doggy.
Yeah.
Peace and love, my daughter.
Yes, I learned a lot from the interview.
Thank you.
I noticed, Mr. Small, that today will be a repeat.
Today is a repeat?
Today there won't be a repeat.
Oh, today, Friday. Oh, yes, it's true.
You see that one day is just as important as the other days.
Yeah, each day is just as important, yes.
Just as important. I just like to remind, it's not like a memory shot. If 31 million is chicken feed,
yeah.
Well, they must let themselves about the 4 million we pay for the plane.
Yeah,
and the 1.5 million we pay for the phone tax. Look here.
Yeah.
Nothing them do not surprise me.
No, not at all.
Not a thing.
Not at all. Thank you very much.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you very much, yeah. Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Small.
Welcome.
You know, you got to be very careful, Mr. Small, when you see, we entertain for an argument, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
Like when you're talking about the people is drumming up support, political support in diaspora.
Yeah.
Those are anarchist argument, Mr. Small.
Anarchist?
Yes, man.
Oh.
You see what's happening in what call it, Burkina Faso?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Oh.
You understand me?
Yes.
But brother, I'm saying something. You see, what we have to understand, you know, people they're treating like I learned when I was going to school that don't return. The spoken word, missed opportunity, and the sped arrow. Well, no, we're not doing arrow now, to research the fire shot. So we have to be careful when we talk certain things, brother. The minister has his work to do. You understand me? Albeit, I believe that might be some other measures. It could have been less. You understand me? But let us not dwell on that thing. Let us dwell on what has been the benefits to this country because of that. I want to tell you what the benefits.
No, hold on. When last you travel?
Me?
Yeah.
I have never traveled out of Jamaica, you know.
Okay. All right, call again soon.
No, because they don't want me to tell the truth.
No.
I'm here like him today. I'm like here. Anarchist argument.
Anarchist?
Yes.
Somebody coach your man in time before you... Look here.
You have here people talk about and revolution.
No, man, you know so we ain't a fool thing.
We want to talk about the reparation of what we get and how we get it. That me want to talk about, you understand me?
Yeah.
I'm getting it by debt reduction.
So upper PNP headquarters, them discuss reparation?
Then wait a moment, I live in Chilan, you know, man.
Oh, so you're not upper PNP headquarters more time?
Whatever.
Yes or no?
Yes, I'm
yes,
not wrong with that.
And swallow feel. What you laughing?
Well, look here, Jerry. I'm just up, man.
No, don't tell me nothing. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
Morning, Jerry.
Welcome, sir.
Just a quick word to your esteemed guest, Mr. Dougie Mack.
Yes, sir.
A question, really. Was he sort of aligned? I know the NW, traditionally they were aligned to political parties. And my concern really is about the disposition of the Mr. Manley, Norman Washington Manley, national hero. Because he mentioned that there was actually some discrimination, if not persecution, of Rastas under the Manley government.
Yeah, Dougie.
It's not just under the Manley government.
I know it's not just that.
The people, they never like Rasta, man.
Right, because it's more publicized about the 60s. You know, we always hear about only good Rasta is a dead one.
Yeah,
I think it was...
Look, the churches.
Later on.
The churches don't want Rastafarian philosophy to spread.
Right, but that aspect of our history wasn't so publicized, you know, with respect to the 55 to 62 government.
Right.
The Manley government.
No. Because they were suppressing, remember now?
Yeah.
The society was suppressing the Rastafarian movement.
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you this. From your little youth, me notice that a high proportion of Rastaman more favorable towards PNP and Norman Manley from long time. But some wiser I know that there's not much difference. But
because we learned it was people like Shearer who you know, who fight against Rastas.
Not only Shearer.
I know.
The whole of them are entrusted. If they don't have this stance, they will not be entrusted with responsibility for Jamaica.
The churches was against a new religion.
And Mr. Manley, he also gave Marcus Garvey a hard time in the KCC. And I hear Jerry mention that he actually beat bullies at JC.
Yes, man, him never like bullies at all. So when he was a youth, he organized the other young youth them to beat up every bully till the bully them afraid of the little boy.
Because he spent some while at school in St. Catherine here, you know.
Yes, JC is the third high school in the Manligo. He went to Woolmans first, and then he went to Jago, and then he went to JC.
Because I hear some similar stories. That, you know, my old lady tell me some stories, and I always wasn't able to corroborate them, you know.
He was a boxing champion at school.
He was that sort.
A boxing champion and a shooting champion.
Yeah, I get the impression he was a sort of tough man, a stern fellow.
Yeah, I'm tough.
He was athletic.
Yeah.
Very athletic.
It wasn't an angel still, you know.
That's what I'm coming to realize, Jerry.
But he may have some courage still.
But somehow we able to hold down that aspect of his life.
He was an angel with dirty faces.
Yes, but I'm not going to build him up too tough. But
okay.
But down to the PNP, you know, them don't do in him. Because him set too much of a high standard, even though him never perfect.
Yeah, Mr. Mark, you can convey condolence to the family of Galvaranga, you know? Galvaranga family.
Yes, I will.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good.
Let's go for a break. Yeah, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Read some text messages. Jerry, why is it that a capitalist system has to have a few rich and a set at the top, and the bulk of the masses barely getting by? Does development of a country have to come from the top down? Why can't a collective effort like Cuba be instituted in Jamaica? Yes, it can be instituted, yes, but it's still not perfect, you know. Cuba's still not perfect.
None of the system
but them are try to be more just, but them still not perfect. And maybe, you know, don't be surprised if the African people around the world work out a system, a better system that's superior both to capitalism and to communism. But people, you know, standard of living and ways of living better is something that's constantly working out over thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. Next one, Jerry, the minister should not only tell the nation that the phone bill high because of its traveling to various places, but analyze it for us. Then Drew, break it down. Next one, Jerry, with oil prices going down, we must demand that the light bill go down, the bus fare must drop, the newsroom must take it up. Yeah. Next one. Hi there. They should try out the lie detector in Parliament. What would be the pass rate? The lie detector? I don't think 40% of the people would take lie detector tests in Parliament. Next one. The passenger pays cash to the driver. The driver swipes the driver's own card and keeps the cash. Profit is the difference between the cash and the card value at purchase. This person is explaining how the racket works. Next one, Jerry. Outer Many is owned by your friend Imani Duncan. Aju? The news also said Outer Many is in financial difficulties. Who is Imani Duncan's father? What part is he in? A DK Duncan that? Yeah, I never know say she own Outer Many. Aju?
Never know that.
One thing I know, most of the time when them buy these things, they buy them at a very favorable price that a food can eat. Next one. Good morning, Jerry. PJ not pleased with this party. He said, why pass IMF test and still don't have growth? Yeah. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Hey, Jerry.
Welcome.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Charlie, hear you, man.
Yes, but I'm hearing you clear. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. I hear Mr. They open a lie detector section over by the police training school, right?
Yeah.
And Mr. Duncan, Mr. Bunting says that is people who can get sensitive job must pass that test, right?
Okay.
Don't you think the first people that should test it for are the prospective politicians?
The first people.
Hello?
The first people them should test.
Yes.
Yeah, man. All of them should get tested.
I'm not here, no.
Yes, all of them should get tested.
Yes, they should get it.
Yeah.
I hear another thing, Mr. Jerry, I just say a little warning to you. So,
yeah.
I hear people asking to tell them which plane Mr. Bunting hired to send back the man to Trinidad, right?
Yeah.
But don't make them have to make you pay money like how Cliff Hughes pay money here, sir.
Like how Cliff Hughes pay money?
Yes, to PJ.
Over what?
Eh?
Over what?
The court case where him and PJ have.
No, over some plane argument.
Yes, they're the same thing.
So you say plane, you must stay away from plane argument.
You have to be careful what you say.
Yes, unless a plain truth.
Eh?
Unless a plain truth.
That is true, sir.
Yes, sir.
Big up this gentleman here, sir.
Yes, sir.
But what I want to understand, I don't know if I was following the argument, all right,
yeah.
Mr. McDonald.
Mr. Mac.
Mr. Mac, heal up.
Yeah,
heal up, my virgin.
Yes. You said Alpart wasn't open in 1959, so it was Alcan.
No, yeah, Alcan.
Yes, Alcan.
Yes, I was at Alcan. I work all of them. But
anyway, I listen on the radio, yeah?
Yes.
All right, good.
All right.
Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello? Morning, welcome, Straight Up, hello?
Hey, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
When you thrown into hack style and hack ball out,
yeah.
Somebody no get licked.
Somebody?
Hack no get licked.
It's quite likely, yes.
All right, okay. You see, I threw out this question last night on your radio program after the professor there about some probe pertaining to the Trelawney place there with the housing trust board, and I was telling the moderator for the program said if he could do a probe into who owning it.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard the news, but it came out, and I was saying yesterday evening that I am not surprised if it is associated to someone in the People's National Party bailing out.
Yes.
And I heard now just a while ago it was owned by Imani Duncan.
Where you hear that?
Yes.
I don't ask you if yes or no. I said where you heard it.
I heard it on the news.
Oh.
Okay. Was owned by Imani Duncan, and that's DK Duncan.
Yeah.
Yes. So I am not surprised there.
Yeah.
All right. You see, pertaining to PJ,
yeah.
You know, me somewhat disappointed. You don't know that PJ is an opportunist, though. PJ has been in government for 18 and a half years. And
well, that is that. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Hello.
Welcome.
It's for that blessing.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Morning, Brother Doug Mark.
Peace and love, my brother.
Yeah. Statement. The tributary churches as we know them, that have come down through the centuries, that have been Greco-Roman influence. and Freemason influence, including Christopher Columbus, coming to give us religion and then take over land. Giving the rest of the, what I call, non-aligned churches a bad name. So most of the time you hear people licking out against the church, fighting against Rasta, it is those that come from that root. Do you agree or disagree?
Well, that's a difficult question. I'll tell you why. You say religion is people conscience. There is no one person that can take the space of God like what people is trying to show you. God is not a person. It's a personality that you have to develop.
Yeah, I'm aware of all of that already. I don't want to do that much time. I want to point the argument to Tafari McConnell stands with the church along with those Jews who have become genuine born again, not the ones who are headquartered in Israel.
Particularly,
you can follow them, you can see the actions that follow their life.
Well, I'm not a goer to a church. I'm not attached to a church.
No, that's understood. And I'm not critiquing that. What I'm saying, a lot of the times they're licking out against the church.
Who?
It is those who have definitely demonized society.
Who licking out against the church?
Just people in general, when they're licking out against the church. It's those churches that are aligned to the things that I just mentioned above. That is giving the general representation of the church, which is wrong. So most of the times when you hear criticism, the criticisms are correct and accurate. But if people look beneath the surface, they realize that it is these people, these kind of institutions, these kind of groupings that represent themselves as the church, which is not really the church.
We're not going to have enough time for... 1 minute. We're not going to have enough time to really treat with this properly. Yes, but thank you, because we only have, 4 minutes left?
The topic to continue, Jerry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, you know.
Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Welcome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll bring you back in line now. No, just listen to what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of callers. A majority of them is like they are aligned to the GLP.
Yeah.
And they are trying to bring you across to put your picture on a light post. Jerry, I'm a mathematics teacher.
On a light post?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're trying to bring something across to you so you just talk, and sometimes, Jerry,
yeah,
you just talk and it's like you don't, reflect on what you were talking about and what you want to say.
Like, hold on. Give me an example when me talk and not reflect on myself. Just give me an example.
Let me tell you, this guy called you and I tell you about $4 million on plane.
Yeah.
And the same time you say, like you say, I don't remember exact word, but you like you say, yeah, me don't like the plane too.
Yeah.
I don't want them carry back, PNP, JLP thing. When they talk, Jeremy, just let them go and talk with them about them PNP and JLP.
So you say, I talk. Hold on. So you say, I talk. Hold on, little. So you say, I talking and not reflecting on what I'm saying.
Yeah, you never reflect on that, man, because you just say something like you want to know the plane. You don't want to know no plane.
I don't want to know the plane. You go and tell me what I want to know.
Don't vex.
No, me not vex. Me not vex.
But hear me.
No, we have to go to our next call. No, we have to go. We have to go to our next call. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. No feel no way. Welcome. Go ahead, please. Yes, well, that brings us to the end of the program. I want to thank my producer, Tanya Richards, production assistant, Sushana Daly, and our technical operator, Mr. Rodian Rowe. So, Dougie, Monday now will be Brother Phil Memorial.
Yes.
I wish you all the best for the time we have live here. And may you stay in good health and safe and think. I know say all kind of different virus are around the place.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah, man.
That's all you can do. Do your best.
Yes, sir. Yes, it was good for us to be here. We were expecting somebody else that was going reasonably like a 2 minute, but that is not so. But that is it for today and for this week. And may we keep ourselves safe and wise and reflect on what we say. Because brother was telling me something I talk and not reflect on what we say. But straight up.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. It's time for the midday news here on News Talk 93 FM. I'm Errol Lee. Coming up in this newscast, criticisms increase over NHT's acquisition of Outer Many. Children's advocate calls for murderers of pregnant women to also be charged for the death of the unborn child. DPP insists that Kentucky kid case against police was not strong enough for a trial, and Santa Cruz vendor killed over a cell phone.